Left of the box. I do my makeup myself for my regular YouTube streams to make myself look like a YouTuber. This is me in my natural state. Yeah, funny thing is that I did have to lighten my face, but this skin, yeah, that's pale. Okay, so I told my story of my dream. So in the chat, I want to know from other people, what is your biggest fear of dying? Like, what is the worst way for you to die? What would that be? And while I'm waiting for that, I'm going to do a bit of a trick. A little trick that everyone can follow along with. So this is, it's just a fun little trick. It requires math though, so you're going to have to do some math. And I want you to think of a number. Now remember, you're going to be doing math with this number, so make it a number that you can comfortably do math with. So take a moment and just think of a number. Don't type it out or anything, just think of that number. Okay, you all got it? Now I want you to multiply that number by 2. Okay, you got that? You've multiplied your number by 2. Now add 6. Add 6 to that number. Just imagining how long it takes people to do math, I don't know. Now divide that number by 2. Just take a moment, divide that number by 2. You there? You got there? You've all divided that number by 2 that you have in your head? Again, don't be sharing this in the chat. So you've divided that number by 2. Now, subtract, it's hard with these teeth, subtract the original amount the original number that you had. So from that number that you've just divided by 2, subtract the original number you had. Take a moment, do some math. It's hard, you know. I was like, oh my God, I'm making you work, but this is a trick. So just take a moment and you've subtracted that number by the original number you had. The number you currently have is 3. In the chat, let me know if I was right. For those of you who played along anyway. Sonia B, giving you a thirst trap. Yeah, I am. A little bit. Like to play sexy when I can. Yeah, Bad Lefty says 3. I was right. Now, some of you might think that 3 will just always be the answer to that. No. So let's do it again. So pick a new number. Any new number. Again, just remember, it's going to be a similar formula, so you're going to have to do math. Got that number? Multiply it by 2. Now I want you to add 20 to that number. Add 20 to that number. Now divide that number by 2. You following along with me? Hopefully. And now that you've divided that number by 2, subtract your original amount. Yes, BCat Kate, it was any number that you could have done. So pick a number, multiply it by 2, add 20, then divide it by 2. Then subtract your original number. And now you have 10. If you're impressed with that, go to my Amazon wish list. That's me doing my trick for treating. And I put a lot of candy on there. You might notice a theme of peanut butter and chocolate.